Okay, this is my Hatsan torpedo 155 25 cal. Uh, Probably been through 200 pellets, now maybe 150. Um, the accuracy really is not there for what I'm looking at. Um, I've tried probably about 10 different pellets, A arms, air arms, sorry. Seem to be doing probably the best. I ran out of JSB, so I couldn't test anymore. Um, this is of pretty violent action. My swivel on the other side and the lock screw here keeps coming loose. My trigger screw was coming loose, so I'd have to stop, keep trying to tighten those back up. The trigger on this, unfortunately, I have to say, is not that great. This is probably the worst one I've ever had from Hatsan. It's Quattro. It's easy to fix. It's easy to adjust. But just out of the box, it's probably been the worst. So I tightened all that back up. What I'm gonna do is push a pellet through the barrel, and unfortunately, for some reason, Hatsan kind of missed the ball, I think, on the 25 barrels, and it's just a little oversized. The air arms do fit. Oh, these are JSB. The JSB, I do have a couple left. They fit pretty snug with the head and skirt. Vortex also do great. Head and skirt, they're a good snug fit. Same thing as my 125 sniper. These things will fall right through the barrel. So these are pretty much a waste for my 25. In 22, most of them shoot this thing excellently. But the 25s are just oversized, or the pellets. Well, I know the barrel is. But what I'm going to do, take the JSB. I'll see head fit in nice and snug, and so did the skirt. I have aluminum welding wire, welding rod for TIG. I'm going to use this to push it through. That way it won't damage the rifling, blah, blah, blah. Some people get a little nervous, and they say this is also unnecessary. But I've already read all the... Oh, maybe I can't get it. I thought this was actually a thinner rod. Wow, to be honest, ooh, there it is. To be honest, that actually went in pretty snug. Now, this isn't the best way. I need something a little thinner to push this through. But I just want to see what the skirt looks like from the grooving. But I'm feeling it's, well, I can't really tell with this one, but usually you can feel any loose spots in the barrel, or if it's choked, you'll feel it being choked at the end, which that almost felt like it was choked. But like I said, this isn't the, this is just a little too thick. Unless I take the whole gun apart, and then I can just push it right through the barrel. Okay, now. Okay, see, that's beautiful, actually. I don't know if you can see, but that is beautiful rifling on there. I don't know if you can see the shiny spots. We'll try and let me adjust the camera. Okay. Come on, focus. But the rifling on this is actually excellent. So I know the JSBs do fit very well. You can see right on the skirt. My phone does not want to cooperate. I'd really like to get a picture of the head on this here. Oh, my apologies. I just can't get a really good focus here for some odd reason. I'm trying to get it so the light is just right. You can literally see it gleaming with the imprints in it. But nevertheless, sorry about the video. But yeah, the rifling is incredibly good on this. So the only other thing I know, and because this is a floating barrel, and I did lock it, and I reached down inside the barrel and just took a little pick, and I can still move that barrel once it's even locked back here. So once this is locked, but there's a brass bushing in here, and I can see it, the barrel just floating. So if I put a new bushing in there tighter, I don't know if that's going to mess up the harmonics in the barrel as the pellet travels through and makes the accuracy worse, or does it actually, the brass fitting, need to be open even more to give it room and not vibrate against it? I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to look into. I knew this going into this rifle. I also know about some people are having right here issue with the locking. Okay, there's a little right here. You can adjust that. That pushes in, and that goes past and locks. And this pushes right up against. That pushes right up against the seal. So this right here, you can push it in. It's rubber. Right here, that is the seal. So well, the light is on. Maybe you can actually see. All right, this is with it open. Now the barrel retracts, and you see that brass or gold right there? That's the bushing, and that's locked in. I don't think I can do this, but if I could get a pick, you can actually move the barrel. You can actually, I think, see clearance around the barrel. I know a machinist, if I can't even get this plastic piece off right now, which is supposed to come out, I just checked the schematics. Right out of here, I just took that out of there. Sorry about my ugly finger, smashed it. But I took that out, took a block of wood, and gently hit against the block of wood to see if I can move this and get this off, so I can get a better look at the barrel. But it doesn't want to budge, so they probably use some sort of glue. But I already got the part number for that brass, so I'm gonna see if I can get this apart eventually. I'm gonna do trigger work for now and see if, I know that's gonna help improve my shooting. But well, there's just some more info for anyone who's curious. Very powerful, very beautiful. But as I knew going into this gun, an accuracy, not on all of them, but on some. Probably 35 yards, this thing's pretty darn good. But I shoot 50 and 100, and I was shooting 100 today. I hit a paint can out of maybe, I don't know, 40 or 50 shots one time. that shouldn't happen. I know the scope is also good. I just took it off my 135, and this was doing $50 at 75 yards. So I know the scope is good, and I'm going to try doing another full review. I bought that sliding mount for the scope. Can't remember the name at the second, but ZR whatever from Deanna. But I'm going to try that on here because literally once you pull the trigger, this gun moves, and it's very difficult to keep track of where the pellets are hitting because the scope moves so much. But very powerful, very beautiful, and I'm not going to make a call on the accuracy yet. If I can get that all taken care of, then this is going to be one hell of a gun. But for $130, I knew what I was getting into, so no surprises. Always do your research. All right, that's it for now.